You are unlawfully in the roadway and obstructing vehicular traffic. You are ordered to leave the roadway and utilize the available sidewalk. If you do so voluntarily, no charges will be placed against you. Since you have refused to leave the roadway, you will be placed under arrest on the charge of disorderly conduct. If you do not cooperate and accompany the arresting officer to the prisoner transport vehicle, or if you resist arrest, you may be charged with additional crimes.
I'm a road organizer,
And I'm here today because yesterday was pretty scary. I think it really made me think about what the days ahead would be under the climate crises, and that there's no place to go. I think that was my big takeaway, was there's no place to go when this happens. So I just thought, oh my God, this is what it's like. Scary.
What's happened in the last few days, the air choking everybody, that's a direct result of the burning of fossil fuels, which has caused wildfires. We're trying to connect the dots. What everybody's talking about is the quality of the air, which obviously you're concerned with whether the kids are going to school or not, but it's going to get so much worse if we don't do anything. This climate emergency isn't a slogan, it's a fact. We're really in an emergency situation, and we feel desperate. We feel desperate. Those fires that are raging through Canada are burning down trees that absorb carbon. It's only going to become worse. And we just want people to join us and to scream at their representatives that we have to do something and take climate change seriously. This is not a game, it's deadly.
Sidewalk, you will be placed under arrest and charged with disorderly conduct. This is the New York City Police Department.
Class 1! 5, 6, 7, 8, exploration cannot wait. Profit! Joe Biden! Get off it! Put people over profit! Joe Biden! Get off it! Put people over profit! Joe Biden! Get over profit! Get off it! Put people over profit! Joe Biden! Get off it! Put people over profit! No new oil! No new oil! No new oil! No new oil!
I am horrified at what is happening in our city, but I am hoping it's a wake-up call to all the people who don't realize that this is a reality for the global south and many countries that don't have a choice, don't have N95s, and they live with the effects of fossil fuel and global warming every single day. So it's a privilege to be out here and calling on my fellow New Yorkers to take action, because we're at a tipping point. When you look out and you see apocalyptic visuals, you have to do something. People have the power, and I encourage everyone to join, to participate, and to stop the money pipeline financing our global demise. The money pipeline is financing the fossil fuel companies, all the banks, and they're all paying off. Fossil fuel companies are paying off the politicians, so we cannot get anywhere if we don't stop the money pipeline. So thank you. We need clean air, not another billionaire. We need clean air, not another billionaire. All the people that are responsible for the crisis live on this street. All of the billionaires here. So we are here to tell them what they are doing to us.
Woo! Tell them!
What we experienced yesterday was new to us. It was scary to us. There are millions of people around the world that are living like this already every day.
That's right.
And no one gives a shit. People cannot breathe their air. People cannot drink their water. And the people who are responsible for this think they can do it because they have the money to make sure it will never get to them. They don't care that we will die, that our loved ones will die, that we will not be able to have children, that we will not be able to have a future because they will, because they have the billions of dollars to be able to do that.
Yeah, well, we've been down there.
I'm in high school, and I should not be here right now.
Yeah. Yep.
I am 16. I should not be here at a climate protest in New York City. I should not be taking the train an hour and a half to get here because my future is being spent, is being sold off by the richest of the rich, and it's making our air unbreathable. In my high school in New Jersey, the hallways on the upper floors are smoky. Your throat burns, your eyes sting. We are inside at that time. Outside it is even worse. Yesterday we reached 398 on the air quality index. It only goes up to 500. It's hard to go outside. The birds, it's eerie. The birds are quiet, the crickets are quiet. There's no noises at night. This is not natural. And this is not what I should be here talking about.
The same communities that are on these streets have been speaking about what they've been suffering for years and years and years. Air pollution is not a new fad. We all know that. Most of the effects of climate change are outsourced to the global south, and here in the US, they're outsourced to black, brown, and poor communities living in sacrifice zones.
That's right.
And sometimes it's these moments, like yesterday, where it's almost a wake-up call, where we're like, oh, climate change is actually here, and it's real. And we cannot lose the momentum that we have right now, right here. Because there are going to continue to be banks that are financing fossil fuels. There's going to be fast fashion companies that are putting garment workers at risk of exploitation, dying making $2 shirts. We have CEOs that are exploiting their workers and just honestly killing all of us.
Hi, we're out here today. It's a coalition of a bunch of different groups, including Extinction Rebellion, including Rise and Resist. And we're out here because of the air quality yesterday in New York City, which was the worst on the planet Earth, as a result of forest fires in Canada. And those forest fires are a result of 30 years of heat waves and of an incredible drought, the worst drought in 13 years. We're letting people know that this is their future if they don't do something now.
There's not just the climate crisis, there's a housing crisis and a homelessness crisis. All of us were fortunate enough to be inside yesterday. We were able to be inside. There were hundreds of thousands of people that live on this street that had nowhere to go, and they were just breathing in that air. There are millions and millions and millions of people around this country who not only don't have housing, they don't have health care. So as they're getting worse from long COVID, as they're getting worse from the toxic fumes we're breathing in, our country provides them no outlet to get better. So we're gonna have to keep coming out and keep coming out until we're able to organize our communities enough to take our governments back from the CEOs and from the billionaires who don't care about any of us, but we care about everyone. So I believe in us. Let's keep marching. Woo!